Hi friends, it's Miss Heather and Miss Angie again today, and today we're going to be talking about spiders. So we have some of our pretend spiders out here, and they're different colors. Sometimes they are Hawkeye colors, sometimes they have orange on them, and these are all pretend. So they're not perfect in their accuracy. So some of the things that we should know about spiders, for instance, they should have 6 to 8 eyes. Okay, so this spider does have those eight eyes, and they're right there on their cephalothorax, which is this body part right here. The abdomen then is over here. So they have two body parts. All right, how many legs are you noticing? Let's count them together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is the most common thing that we can share with you about spiders, is that they have 8 legs. The 2 body parts are also very indicative of a spider, and that they have those 6 to 8 eyes. Now, when you look at some of my pet spiders, okay, so how many eyes are here? Well, there's really only 2 eyes there, and so this may look cuter maybe because it doesn't have 8 eyes, but it is not realistic. Okay, so does it have the 8 legs? Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yes, it does have the 8 legs and the 2 body parts, but the eyes, those aren't exactly correct. This one happens to be a tarantula, and tarantulas are known to be kind of hairy almost, and this one is called the orange-kneed tarantula. He does have eyes in there, but of course it's only 2 again. But he is kind of fun because he can be a little hand puppet, and you can scare your sister or your brother. So he's kind of a neat one. Spiders do have blue blood, which is a lot different than necessarily a person. Spiders do not have any bones. The hairy legs do help them sense movement and taste. They're also really good at eating other insects. Okay, so when they spin that web and make that web, if that's the kind of spider they happen to be, they're able to feel then the vibration on that web, which is really kind of cool. And so then they're able to, perhaps some cases put a poison into the insect, wrap the insect up, and save it for later for a snack. They do have these jaws kind of by their mouth called chelicerae. I'm not sure if that's the exact pronunciation, but they do kind of work like a fork and a spoon, and they kind of help pull the food into the spider's mouth. So take your thumbs, just like me, kind of put them at the edges of your mouth, and then just pull them right in, and you could be a spider too. Okay? How many different kinds or species of spiders do you think are in the whole wide world? Well, there are around 35,000 species in the whole entire world. So that's quite a lot, actually. Here in North America, in the US, Canada, and Mexico, there are around 3,000 to 5,000 different species of spiders. So there are quite a lot of them. To talk a little bit about spiders ballooning. So sometimes a spider will release a thread of silk, and it will catch the wind, and it'll kind of float out away from, let's say, a tree or somewhere that they've landed, and somewhere that they've started, and then they will land elsewhere. So that's kind of a neat thing that baby spiderlings can do. What about they're babies. So they do have an egg sac, and typically that egg sac is like silk. And you might be able to find that, especially right now, on the bottom side of a leaf or something to that effect. So that would be kind of cool. Well, who likes to eat a spider? Well, that would be the birds in the sky, and they would definitely like to eat the spiders. So the spiders have to kind of watch out for the birds. The other thing I should really mention is that not all spiders will spin a web. Okay, many spiders do other things. There's trapdoor spiders, and they have a different way of capturing. So maybe you can investigate that just a little bit more on your own. All right, the last thing I'm going to share about spiders today is that the boys, or the males, are a little bit smaller than the females. Okay, so here we have a little bit of a pretend web, and it kind of helps share how the real web would look. And so on the outside is kind of a rectangle shape, and then these spokes going straight into the middle, those would be laid down by the spider. And final thing that would happen is that the spiral would happen. And that would be the very last thing. The spiral is a little bit more sticky than these other ones. So when the spider walks, it tries to walk on these, and the spiral, being a little bit more sticky, is what actually captures the insects. So let's pretend that this little orange piece of paper lands there. If it lands there, it's gonna make a vibration, okay? And maybe mom or dad or your teacher can help figure out what a vibration is. Once that happens, the spider senses it and feels it, and so it comes over here. It'll come over here and it'll wrap up that little insect with its silk. So that's how it kind of holds its insects and its food for later. We also have here the colors of a garden spider. It has its 8 legs. It makes a general zigzaggy. That's what this crazy, colorful, white, sparkly thing is here in the middle. And you can see that my spider does have 8 eyes. 2 body parts, 1 here and 1 here, with the 8 legs. Okay. We do have some fun facts for you today about spiders. So some of them are on my little orange pieces of paper, so let's start with that. Most spiders live for 1 year, and that's it. But some tarantulas can live up to 30 years old. Whoa. Spiders in the wild will regularly build new webs every day. And I think we'll finish up today with daddy longlegs. They're not spiders at all, even though they have 8 legs. They're actually called a harvestman. All right, thanks for joining.